Hello children, welcome back to the science class. We are going to continue with our chapter body movements. As in the previous classes we have studied about different types of joints. One, that is immovable joints. Secondly, slightly movable joint. Today we are going to learn about the freely movable joint. Freely movable joints are of four different kinds. They are the ball and the socket joint, hinge joint, pivot joint and gliding joint. To understand these joints more clearly, let us do these activities. Let us first start with the ball and the socket joint. As the name indicates, it is something having a ball and a socket-like structure. Let us see this example to understand that. In this type of joint, the ball-shaped end of one bone is fitted into the socket-like shape of another bone, and hence it gives the free movement in almost all directions. Can you guess about the part of your body which shows this type of movement? Right, that is the shoulder bone or the bones of your hip joint. Now, let us move on to the second type of joint, that is the hinge joint. Children, this is a type of joint which gives the movement either upward or downward. Let us look at this example. To understand hinge joint more clearly, I have got this chess box. Please have a look at the hinges. As you all can see, these hinges allows the movement of this chess box either upward or till here. That's it. This is how our hinges also work in the bones. The third type of joint is the pivot joint. This pivot joint is present in our neck region. How the movement is possible? Let us have a look. As you all can see, one of the bone is ring shaped, and let us consider this as the other bone. It fits into this bone like this, and the movement is possible either slightly towards front or back or either on the sides. This type of movement you all can observe in your neck region. So this is how the pivot joint works. The last type of freely movable joint is the gliding joint. This type of joint is the place where two bones glide over each other and hence gives a free movement. This is present at the wrist of your hands and at the ankles of your feet. Let us understand it with this example. Consider these two as the bones which are present at the joint. Let us observe their movement. They are freely gliding over each other. So, this type of movement is observed at the gliding joint which is present at our wrist. The movement of bones is not possible by themselves. And as you have also learnt about that two bones are connected to each other with the help of ligament. Today we will learn more about how the bones are showing the movement. That is possible only because of the muscular system. The muscles are attached to the bones with the help of tendons. Children, there are almost 656 to 800 muscles in an adult human being. And you would be surprised to know that each and every muscle shows different kind of movement. Like the muscles of our face showing smile, the muscles of our mouth which helps to chew, and many others. When a muscle attached to the bone contracts, it pulls the bone and makes them move. A muscle can only pull but cannot push the bone back. So, another muscle is required to pull the bone back in the opposite direction. Therefore, one muscle pulls the bone away from the joint while its partner pulls it back. Thus, two muscles have to work together as a pair to move a bone. For example, the biceps muscles of our arm contracts and hence the arm moves upward. At that time, the tricep muscles relax. And another moment is when the tricep contracts, then our arm goes back to its original or the relaxed position, and at the same time the biceps muscles relax. Till now we have studied about the movement and how it is possible. Now, on the behalf of movement, let us now discuss about the locomotion in various animals. We will study about the locomotion of earthworm, snails, cockroaches, snakes, fish and birds. Let us understand these one by one.
An earthworm has a long cylindrical body made up of many rings or segments joined end to end. It has a liquid skeleton which helps in the maintenance of body shape. On the undersurface of the body, a number of minute bristles are present that help the earthworm get a firm grip on the ground. Muscles attached to these bristles assist to contract the body. There are two types of muscles, circular and longitudinal muscles. To move, first the earthworm contracts the circular muscles of the front segments. As a result, the front part of the body becomes long and move a little ahead by withdrawing the bristles from the ground. Then the longitudinal muscles of the front part of the earthworm contract and the segments become short and thick. The bristles of the front part now grip the ground and the segments in the rear part of the earthworm become thin and long due to contraction of circular muscles. Next, the back part of the earthworm becomes short and thick due to contraction of longitudinal muscles. In this way, the earthworm moves a small distance ahead. Snails have hard shells on their back that protect them from heat and enemies. Snails have a large flat foot made up of strong muscles. The foot produces a slimy substance called mucus, which reduces the friction between the foot and the ground surface. The muscles of the foot enable the snails to move forward. Cockroaches have 3 pairs of joined legs and strong muscles to pull these legs. This enables them to walk or run. Their feet have tiny claws that help them climb on walls. Cockroaches have 2 pairs of wings, but they can fly only short distances. The outer hard exoskeleton of cockroach is made up of different units which help in the movement of body. Cockroaches have a pair of antennae to smell things and a pair of cerci that can detect even very slight movement. Snakes do not have legs, yet they have ability to move rapidly. They move by crawling on their belly. A snake has a long and flexible vertebral column. Each vertebra is connected to a pair of ribs, which are also connected to the belly scales at the bottom. Strong muscles attached to the ribs, vertebrae and belly scales are responsible for the movement of snake's body. A snake moves by turning its body into several loops on alternate sides. Each loop of the snake gives it a forward push by pressing against the ground. Since its body makes many loops and each loop gives it a forward push, the snake moves forward very fast. Snakes do not move in a straight line. They move in a wave-like manner, which is termed as slither. The head and tail of a fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body. The body tapers at both the ends. The shape of body of fish is streamlined, that is, like a boat. This type of body shape helps a fish to overcome the resistance offered by water and enables the fish to swim through the water. The fish moves in a sideways, wave-like manner. This movement is made possible by strong muscles attached to the flexible bone. During swimming, the front part of the body curves to one side and the tail part moves towards the opposite side. The fish forms a curve or a loop. Then quickly, the body and the tail curve to the other side. This produces a jerk and pushes the body forward. A series of such jerks make the fish swim ahead. The fins present on the body help in movement. The fins of the body of a fish help maintain the balance of the body and direction while swimming. They also act as brakes when the fish needs to stop on the way. The tail fin act like a rudder that help the fish to change the direction while swimming. Birds fly in the air as well as walk on the ground. Some birds like duck and swans also swim in the water. Birds can fly because of the following features. The forelimbs are modified into wings which help them fly. Hind limbs are used for walking and perching. They have streamlined bodies that cut the air current while flying. Their bones are hollow, which makes their body light. They have powerful chest muscles which help them in flapping their wings during the flight.
That's all for today's session. We will meet in the next class with some more new concepts. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Jai Hind.